A couple of years ago, someone was cured of AIDS. He's referred to as the Berlin patient. The exact methods that were used aren't something you can apply to lots of people. But this showed for the first time that one can cure AIDS. And when I heard about this cure, I realized that you can combine lots of different technologies to try to make it a cookie-cutter cure. Many of these pieces exist, but there was a hole, there was a gap. The technology we had developed 10 years ago, which is totally rock solid, it's validated, could hold the missing link to translate that cure of one person into a cure that's really cookie cutter that you could apply broadly.
This is an effort to build collaborations between scientists and researchers all over the world, and Cambiz's goal is really to bring people together, and he's a strong believer that that will lead to a cure more quickly.
This is why we are forming the organization, with this singular goal of pulling together all the pieces that are needed to create the cure and to take it all the way from something in the lab through to the clinical trials and then to implement it worldwide. Right from the beginning, we needed help setting up a nonprofit organization. Morrison Foerster jumped in, became really involved in the project on all aspects.
We've helped them so far with the incorporation process.
We're working with some of our patent lawyers in the Palo Alto office covering the technology.
We're in the process of helping them apply for tax-exempt status. We also are working on drafting certain corporate governance materials for the organization.
And then there are just some things that come up along the way that relate to having to talk to other scientists, having to talk to other research foundations, where we have to have non-disclosures or ways to protect the IP that is being generated right now.
Morrison Foerster has become part of our team, and their input is integral to how we are shaping this project. How to go through clinical trials, how to make sure that it's capitalized and financed, that it can actually happen, and then implement. There's a lot of moving parts, and a lot of business expertise and management expertise of Morrison Foerster also comes into play to help us figure out how to do this.
Cambiz is very interested in bringing a lot of different organizations and groups and thought provokers into the mix.
The foundation attracted a lot of artists also who are stepping in to make people aware that AIDS can be cured. That's not something people really know. And these artists are creating works of art, and Morrison Foerster is also working with these artists to make sure that their work is protected. This project really would look very different and might not have even been possible without Morrison Foerster. They stepped in when we really needed legal help. People who are figuring these questions out with us are really the highest caliber people you could imagine. And it's really a great experience working with them. We couldn't be more grateful.